Beautiful. Welcome,
Wait.
everyone, to the future of selling on Amazon. This is our world premiere of our brand new software, Sourceflow. So we're grateful you guys have joined us here. I'm joined by Taylor Dunn on the top. He runs operations and product management for all things Sourceflow and OA Cheddar. You guys, if you interact with our company at all, you probably interact with Taylor. And then also above me, I'm joined by Grant Dunn in his garage. 10 plus year Amazon seller. He's been in the trenches with you guys. And Grant, this is where you work most days, truth be told, right? In the garage.
Oh yeah. Yep. It's my favorite place in the house.
Very good. So we're going to get right into this, guys. Today is not about a fancy webinar. Today, the star of our show today is Sourceflow. And we have spent a good amount of time, money, and energy building this platform for you guys. And we believe this is the future of Amazon selling. So the old ways of building on spreadsheets is over. There's a new system in town. So I want to give a quick shout out real quick. Can you guys hear us okay in the chat? For those of you guys that are live, I see Tim Fout. I see Matt Marr in the house, Carla, Pedro, Jana. Good morning, everybody. Just drop in the chat yes if you guys can hear us okay. And Grant, let's go ahead and get started, buddy. So welcome to Sourceflow.io, okay? Streamlining online arbitrage for Amazon FBA sellers. So we're going to get right into today, guys. Here's what to expect on this presentation. This is going to be different than a lot of webinars you attend. Number one, we're going to talk about the elephant in the room, the problem, more specifically, set of problems that face all Amazon sellers today. We're going to talk about, number two, how we solve this problem and how we made a solution that will make your business scale faster and easier than before. And number three, real fancy. We're going to give you a demo of the cool thing that we built for you guys. We just want to show you guys how this works. We're just excited to share it with you. Okay. Now, full disclosure. Okay. Here's our disclosure. This is not some fancy presentation. In fact, we spent all of our time and money building a really awesome software for you instead of making fancy presentations because we believe that the solution will speak for itself. Okay, so this is a software that solves your problem as an Amazon seller. And we want to talk about what that is. So how's this for a pitch? Does that sound fair to you guys? Drop a yes in chat if that sounds cool for you guys today. We're going to take about an hour to go through this, okay? So who this is for, I want to make sure you're in the right place today. Number one, this is for Amazon FBA sellers, specifically online arbitrage sellers and online retail sellers, okay? Number two, this is for husband and wife couples. So if you got a couple or a business partner and you're aiming for a streamlined leads and order management system, this is for you. And maybe you're thinking, Gabe, I don't even know what a leads and order management system is. Well, we're going to tell you, and you're probably going to realize at the end of today's presentation that you need this and you didn't even realize how much you need this, okay? And number three, we built this tool for large teams. So there's a handful, we know probably 5 or 8% of the market that has large teams that are scaling. Even if you got a big wholesale operation or RA operation of 5 to 20 plus teams, we built this tool for you. So if you're in one of those camps, you're in the right place this morning. Okay, now before we share with you what we built, we want to share with you why we created Sourceflow. And we created this tool because there is an overwhelming problem in our industry of spreadsheets. And we wanted to solve your problem and help you to source profitable inventory and manage your orders as a seller. Very simply, that's why we created this tool. So Grant, you can speak on this very well. Over the years, 10 plus years ago, when you started in this industry, this is how you built a business. And Grant, you can probably tell nightmares. Spreadsheets on spreadsheets, guys. If you you guys know how many spreadsheets you manage. If you're on 2 different lead lists, you get 1 spreadsheet per week per year, 52 spreadsheets times 2 lead lists. That's 104 spreadsheets just to manage 2 lead lists. Not including your buy list that you have to copy and paste to, not including your orders that you have to copy and paste to, and not comparing, reconciling, or God forbid we try and reconcile or keep track of all the profit that we make, right? It makes it very difficult. So these are big spreadsheets, endless copying, pasting, and frankly, you've got to be somewhat of a spreadsheet wizard. Personally, I am not. And Grant, I know you guys do really well with them, but it's a big hassle. So these are product leads that don't update. So these are stagnant leads. That's another problem with spreadsheets. They're not dynamic. You can't update pricing. If you want to go back and check a lead from 2 weeks ago, you got to go through and update all the information again. And, you got to be perfect. This is the other problem with spreadsheets. Who here, raise your hand in chat if you're perfect. Okay. Obviously, I'm joking. Okay, none of us are perfect. I don't know, Taylor, can you still see my video, or are you just looking at the screen here?
No, we can see you.
You can see me. Okay, so I'm not raising my hand. Okay, but God forbid you make a mistake, and Grant, you may be shaking your head. It corrupts the whole thing. So this is the nightmare that our industries have been experiencing for a long time. And we asked ourselves a couple years, what if there's a better way to do this business? What if there was a way to make it simpler, easier, faster? What if there was one dashboard you can sign into to see all of your business in a snapshot? And we looked around the industry and we didn't see anybody that had a tool like this. So we said, what it would look like if we built it. Okay, so this is the intro to Sourceflow. Okay, this is how we organize your product leads, your buy list, your purchase orders. Instead of 10 different spreadsheets, what if it was in one place? How cool would that be? Okay, now what if also in that same place, what if we automatically updated your product leads for you? So you could see updated ROI, you could see updated profit margins on any given lead in your database, and you could sort those leads in order of most profitable to least profitable. How valuable would that be in your business? Okay, if any of this resonates with you guys, go ahead and put yes in chat or some kind of acknowledgement. We love to interact with you guys in these things. They're fun. And number 3, what if we could save you a ton of time, increase your accuracy as a seller, boost your production, and ultimately make scaling your business more simpler? What if that was possible for you guys? So that's what we created. And this is the general workflow. I'm going to have Taylor. He's the real in-house expert on how this tool works. We're going to have him show you guys in depth how Sourceflow looks. But you can start by sourcing through your entire database. You can look for leads. You can search for socks with a certain ROI and profit margin or whatever category. As you're going through your leads, you can pre-select and color code into different categories of leads. You can add them to a buy list that you can share with someone who does your purchasing for you, unless you're doing your purchasing. You can place your orders and record your purchase orders right inside the system, how many you bought, the date you ordered. That way, when stuff shows up at your door, you're not wondering where has anybody ever wondered, what is this box that has come to my house? I'm laughing because every day, right? And you're like, is this my wife's Amazon purchases, or did I buy this to resell? Does that ever happen to anybody? That doesn't happen to anybody. Okay, just me. You can receive and check in your purchase orders. Then you can prepare your shipping batches in the platform. And that little wrench there on the top left, you can reconcile refunds and lost orders. Okay, this used to be a nightmare. We've made this simple and easy so that you can recapture. Profit is precious, right? How many of us agree that profit is precious in the Amazon space? Like, we work so hard. I know you work so hard to find profitable inventory, ship it in, sell it, make a profit. What if you could squeeze an extra 3%, 1%, 5% of stuff that usually falls through the cracks? What if you can capture that? Like, what would that do? What would your business look like? Okay. And then you do it over again. So this is the Sourceflow workflow, and we're going to go into detail and show you what this looks like. Taylor, I don't know if you want to, I could probably turn it over to you here, Taylor, if you want to go through, we're going to go through each of these pieces. You want to start with the dashboard and kind of walk us through. I mean, this is mission control here. So guys, I'm going to introduce Taylor. I introduced him just a second ago. Taylor runs operations and support and a lot of things, but he's really been working with the team diligently the last couple of years to take your feedback for this tool and build it with the developer. So he plays kind of an integral role. So Taylor, I'll turn it over to you, man. Let's go ahead and walk through the dashboard.
Awesome. Thanks, Gabe. So it all starts with the dashboard. Inside of your dashboard, you're going to get an overview of how you and your team are performing when it comes to your spending, your buying, and your ordering and shipping. So it just gives you a general overview of all the different metrics. So number of leads added, number of items added to the buy list as far as the dollar amount ordered, and the dollar amount shipped out. And then you have a 14-day running graph below that kind of lets you see a trend in what's happening, right? So very easy to get your metrics so you understand how you're pacing throughout the last couple of weeks, and whether or not you want to improve your numbers. For example, if your last 30 days of of ordering is below your target, you know that you need to step it up. So that's the dashboard page. The next page is going to be actually not the page, but it's going to be how you get your leads in. So we have a Chrome extension. This makes it so simple for you and your team to add leads into your account without having to worry about uploading. All you need to do is download the free extension. It shows up in the Amazon listing. When you find a lead that you like, that you want to purchase or add to your database, just click on the extension. You can easily import those leads in. But also, while you're importing them into your Smart Data account or your database, you can also add them to a buy list simultaneously, which just allows you to get, knock out two birds with one stone, makes things super simple. The next page is going to be your bulk upload. So if you do have old lead data, good news, you can upload that easily into Sourceflow. The system is pretty robust. So if you have a bunch of leads, we actually had a user recently upload 36,000 leads in one upload. So it just kind of goes to show how easy it is to upload that data into your account. So old data, no problem. If you use lead lists or are on a lead list service, you can create different templates to upload very simply into your account with just a few clicks once you get everything kind of set up properly. So the next is probably the most robust page, which is going to be Smart Data. This is your database. This is where all your product leads will live and get updated. Great thing about Smart Data is it keeps everything organized, so you can easily search and sort through your leads. Leads are routinely updated, so we are grabbing up-to-date selling prices from the Amazon listings. We're updating other information such as ROI, net profit, UPC codes, brand names, number of reviews, number of offers, just a whole bunch of information that you wouldn't normally be able to get from a spreadsheet unless you are a wizard. You can also set custom tags on your leads, which makes for sourcing for things like Q4 or summer such a breeze, right? As long as you're organizing your leads and you're tagging them, you can always recall all those leads with those tags in the future. Once you're done with Smart Data and you find something you want to purchase, the next page that you're going to want to go to is going to be your buy list. Your buy list is the middle ground from Smart Data and before you're actually placing the order. This is where you can keep all your buys in an organized list before you're ready to place those orders. You can also reject those leads and provide feedback. So if you have a team, my team uses this, it's amazing. I'll have them add leads to my buy list. And if I don't like something, I'll reject it, provide some feedback, and they can see that reject list as it goes and they can learn and grow. But also, say something's out of stock, they can go back in and check if that's in stock in the future. So the reject feature is amazing. You can also plan out future purchases. You have multiple buy lists that you can create. So if you want to create a buy list for, say, Q4, and it's the summertime, you can start adding leads to that buy list. And when you're ready to knock it out when the season approaches. Once you have an item from the buy list and you want to create your order, you're going to get taken to what we call the buy cost calculator page. Now, this page allows you to get an accurate buy cost. So if you have shipping or tax that's involved, it will do the math for you. If you have any discounts or anything like that, it also will do that or calculate an accurate buy cost. This allows for quick records for your orders, right? Because we have the information from the lead and it's following along through the process, there's no need to copy and paste ASINs, titles, information like that. It's all following the system. So when you get to the buy cost calculator page, all you need to do is attach an order number, where you're sending it, what email you used, and what card you used to purchase. This allows recording an order to be done within 30 seconds or less once you're familiar with the system. Likewise, something we added into Sourceflow was the ability to keep accurate gift card records. So instead of having to, again, copy and paste over gift card numbers for every single thing that you order, you can just bring them right over here, attach them to the order, attach the amount that you paid for the gift card and the amount that you actually used. This is great for reconciling down the road. And then lastly, you can add attachments. So if you have an order confirmation that you like to attach to every order, you have that ability to add that attachment, but also product images. And this will come in play on the next step of the process, which is going to be orders. If you go to orders, this is where all your order records will be kept. You can see here from the screenshot, there are different order statuses. So if you have an order that is in reconcile, you can mark it as such and then pull up all orders that have a reconcile status for the future when you want to verify that you got your refunds or that you didn't get charged. This is also great to quickly identify orders. So you can search based off of ASIN. You can search off of the order number or even a part of the order number. You can search off of keywords when it comes to the product itself. So if you, like Gabe said, you open up a box and maybe you don't have an order confirmation inside the box and you're like, okay, well, what is this Nike product? You know, I can search the keyword Nike and all my statuses that have ordered in there. And I can pull up a short list of all those items and determine what order is this connected to. You can easily export your order information. This is great if you're using a prep center. So if you're using a prep center, you finish up all your buying for a day. What you would do is you then go to all the items that you ordered for that day, export that information out, hand it over to your prep center and be done with it. No need to have to keep a separate record for your prep center as well. So next is going to be the order details page. In the order details page, this is when you're zeroing in on a specific order. We're going to give you detailed records of that order, everything, you know, what cards did you spend, what gift cards did you use, when did you last update this order. There's an event log to it, and we'll get into that more into the demo. But this is just a zeroed in look at a specific order itself. And you can create different listing and error events. So when you receive a product and you're going to list it on Amazon, you can create an event that is classified for listing. But say you get something that's broken or damaged, you need to send it in for a refund. You can easily create error events, which will allow you to keep a record of that refund and then come back to it when you need to reconcile out your credits from your from your credit card into the order itself. So let's go ahead. I'm going to take over the screen and I'm just going to go through a quick demo of Sourceflow and how this workflow looks. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put it into the comments below and then we will address them at the end. So I'm in my demo account. Just forewarning, this has all fake data. So if you're looking at a Nike product from Walmart, and you're like, why on earth is that? You know, there, it's just because it's fake data. But we're going to start from the listings itself. So I have 2 items pulled up here from Walmart going on to Amazon. Now I'm going to add these into my Sourceflow account by clicking on the extension. When I click on the extension, you're going to see that it's going to pull a lot of the information from the Amazon listing for me. The only thing I need to do is I need to add in a cost. So for this example, we're going to say that this is an $8 buy cost. And I don't need to fill out the net profit and ROI, so I'm going to skip that. And the reason why is because when I submit this over to my database, we're going to tap Amazon and we're going to pull out what the current selling price is. We're going to calculate a net profit for you. You can keep an original record if you want, but it's not needed. And then I'm going to grab the source URL from the supplier that I'm buying it from, and I'm going to copy and paste that in. Don't need to add a supplier name. We are actually extracting that from the URL for you. If there were any promo information, I could fill that in. So say this item is on sale. Say there's a coupon code. We'll just say save 20. And if there's any lead notes that I want attached to this, I could. And then if I want to add this to a buy list at the same time, I would just click on the add to buy list drop down, select one of my buy lists. You can see here I have a Monday through Friday list, but we're going to put this in the review buy list and we're going to add 5 units. Any notes for my buyer I could add right here if I want to. I don't, so I'm just going to go ahead and click save. And when I do that, I'll get a little confirmation that my item has been added. I'm going to do the same thing with this next item here from Walmart. We're going to quickly come in here, grab the supplier URL. I'm going to add it to my Sourceflow account, buy cost being $8, supplier URL, and we're going to just add this to our buy list as well. So review buy list.
Taylor?
Yes.
I'm just going to, forgive me for interrupting if that's okay. I'm just going to, if you guys have questions, put them in chat and I'll feed them to Taylor as we go through this. But Taylor, my first thought is, I'm smiling because I know what it took to build this Chrome extension. Can we do this on anywhere on the internet? Like if I'm on walmart.com or shoes.com or pick a random website.com, can it harvest leads from anywhere or does it just work for certain sites?
So because it lives on the Amazon listing, you can use any supplier URL and add that in while you're adding it via the Amazon listing itself.
I love this. So a couple clicks and you're immediately feeding these leads, and these live in this is your database. Like these leads aren't being shared with other sellers. This is the first benefit of Sourceflow is you now have all these leads in one place, couple clicks. You don't have to copy and paste or have your VA copy and paste this lead into a spreadsheet. I just want to because we're working magic here. So that's awesome. Cool.
Exactly.
Continue.
You can hand this over to your team members, and as they're doing sourcing, they can add leads. One thing I didn't point on is there is a leadless source for all of in the extension. So if you have virtual assistants doing their own sourcing, you just want to create a leadless source for them by their name, and then you can easily track and see how many leads that VA is bringing into your account. So once everything's in, we're going to hop back over here to Sourceflow, and I'm going to open up Smart Data. And when I open up Smart Data, you're going to see that here are the 2 leads we just added. Now, we are grabbing more information than what we provide via the extension. So we're grabbing the image, we are grabbing a variation. So the variation comes from the Amazon listing. So we grab size and color. So if it's a multi-pack or if it's a certain size of shoe or a certain color, we're going to grab that from Amazon for you. Things like the UPC number is coming from Amazon, so you'll have a record of that. The brand itself is coming from the Amazon listing. You can see the number of offers, reviews, and ratings are also updated. So as you add leads in, they are updated just like that. Also things like sale price, net profit, you can see here have all been updated with that. So we don't have to add that in via the extension, but if you want to keep a record, you can. Now in here in my smart database, if I want to type in Miss Rachel, right, as a search, and I click on it, it will then search through my database and only pull up these results. Likewise, if I want to come in here and type in Walmart and say on my Walmart leads, I want to filter them based off of the net profit and say, show me only the leads that have a minimum net profit of $6 on them. And I hit apply. It would then filter out my results, and everything I look at, let me add in the .com. I always forget to do that. Walmart.com, and everything that I pull up here will be from Walmart.com. And you will see that everything here should have a minimum net profit of $6. So this makes filtering through your leads a breeze. There's a lot more that you can do here. So I can add tags. So say I like this item and I think this is going to be a good Q4 buy, and I think it's a good lead. I can apply that tag to this lead and it is available to me right then and there. Say the same thing for this. I think it's a good lead. It's good for Q4. And I think it's something that we can replenish. So I might add 3 tags to that as well. You can create up to 30 tags in your account. And they're all custom. So you can build this the way you want for your business when it comes to the tags.
So real quick, so Jose had this question, is there a way to tag such leads when exporting from the extension? So I don't believe you can do it in the extension, but once it pulls in your database, you can do all the tagging inside Smart Data, correct, Taylor?
Yep, we will be coming out with updates on the extension to allow you to add tags and bring in a few other things. I think there was a question about creating an M SKU and a min and max price from the extension. So we do have that on our roadmap. So there will be an update to the extension here in the future. We plan on building this extension out quite a bit to other aspects of sourcing as well. I'll just tease that for now. I don't want to give away too much before we're ready to announce it. But there's some really cool things that we have planned for the extension just to make your guys' life a whole lot easier when it comes to sourcing.
Yeah, the extension's an area that we're building in. So real quick, let me address an elephant in the room, and then I'll let you continue, Taylor. This is great, by the way. I'm so stoked to be sharing this. Yeah. Damon asked this question. He's like, this is cool. Would you guys have access to all of our data? And this may be something you're thinking. So the answer to that is we do not have access to your data. Obviously, our development team does, but that lives in your account. That is your data. It's protected by you. Taylor is not going to go source off the leads that you find in your account. So if anyone's thinking that, I want to clear the air. If you guys have been around our community, you know that integrity is important to us. That would be silly to do that. So no, it's your data, lives in your account, protected by you. You and your team are the only people that see that in your account. So great question, though.
Yep. We do have the ability to be able to help you out. So if you say, hey, I'm having a problem and, can you hop into my account and help me with this upload? We can do that. But no, we don't have an easy way of just grabbing your stuff. And we never would in the first place. We've been around since 2018. Integrity is one of the most important things to us. We actually have a bounty for our lead list service. So if you find our leads anywhere else, we'll pay you out on that bounty. And we've been preaching it for years. There's actually a video of me dressed as Dog the Bounty Hunter on YouTube. So if you want to find that, you can have a good chuckle. But it's all about security. We take security to the highest level. So just on an integrity level, we would never jump into someone's account, look at their data or use it.
And Taylor, we're going to improv a little bit. So Christopher, this was a great tip. So you've got to, when you search, want to clarify, you can't search, you have to search for the source exactly. So searching for Walmart by itself would not pull up Walmart.com leads, correct? As an example.
If you search Walmart, it would. The problem is I have fake data in here. And so you can see if I just search Walmart and see if I can't find one. Maybe I didn't hit enter. You're going to see it's going to look off. So there's going to be the supplier name will say Walmart, or it might say something else. It's because we're looking at the keywords in the URL as well. So the reason why I typed in that Walmart.com is if I want to target that Walmart.com as a supplier specifically, I would just type in the .com. The good example would be Nike, right? If I pull up Nike and I search the keyword Nike, it's going to pull up leads from all different suppliers. But if I want to target Nike.com, because Nike.com has a sale, all I need to do is add in the .com part. The search will then be looking for that URL, and it will pull up leads from Nike.com specifically.
Cool. These are great questions, guys. I love the engagement. Taylor, I'm going to keep going, but I think this next question from Chad probably ties into the next part of the demo. And he was saying, when sorting through leads and real-time data, can we add additional fees, like the prep fees, to be calculated in our true net cost? Yeah. So I believe that ties into the calculator, but I'll let you answer that.
That is a great question. So as of right now, it is a generic. So when it comes to our fees and adding in things like prep costs, it is just a generic layout that we use, but it is coming very shortly. It's on our roadmap to add in the ability for you in your settings to set up specific costs. So for example, if you want to add in $1.50 or $2 per item prep cost, you can do that. If you want to base it off of 3 months worth of storage fees from Amazon, you can add those additions in. So we are launching, we put out the foundation, and then we are going to be quickly adding things to it. It's one of the reasons why we built Sourceflow and upgraded from Cheddarsoft to Sourceflow, was for that reason, the ability to add in new updates faster, easier, and honestly more robust. So that will be coming soon enough. I want to get that added in as quickly as possible too, for my own purposes. Cool, man.
Well, I know, guys, the purpose of today, there's a lot to this tool. We couldn't possibly teach you everything in a 20, 30-minute webinar. So we're going to kind of skip through the highlights. At the end of the presentation today, we're going to show you how you can get a free account and how you can just go in and put this thing. And inside the platform, Taylor has created a set of short 5-7 minute videos that goes through each of these pieces in detail. So that purpose lives there. That onboarding is there for when you sign up. But Taylor, let's keep going through the demo. I just want to show people what the power of this thing. We're in Smart Data.
So say I find an item and I'm like, hey, I want to purchase this. Normally what I would do is I would add it to a buy list. And when I add it to a buy list, I come over here and I would just select the number of items that I want to add, whatever list I want to add it to. Say I want to add it to my review buy list, but also I want to add it to my Friday, my Thursday, and my Wednesday buy list all at the same time, because I want to place this order once a day, right? I want to get around item limits from suppliers. That is why we added the ability to add in multiples at the same time. So I'd add those to a buy list. One metric we have up here, which is I love, is the KPI for buy lists. So this always lives and updates in real time. This will give me a breakdown of all my buy lists and the dollar amounts I have in them. If I want to track a specific list, I would just click on it, and then it would track that for as long as I have it clicked.
Is that how you guys use this? You just do a buy list for each day, a Monday buy list, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then you guys assign different team members? Do you have, do you have purchasers that buy every day, or do you have different people of the week, or how do you guys do it?
So we have one purchaser who places all of our orders. Right now, currently, we have, we call it a replen buy list, but it's basically a review list. This is where my team adds all the leads that they think that we should buy for that day. I will then go through that buy list, and when I'm happy with them, what I'll do is I'll select all the items in that list, and then I'll move them to another buy list called daily buying. And my team knows that if there's items in that daily buying list, they need to purchase those items that day. We are going to go back to the schedule here in the future. We didn't have that ability in Cheddarsoft, at least not very easily to do when we're adding it. But now that I can add to multiple buy lists at once, this is actually something we just put in place last night. So we're putting updates out constantly. We're updating at least once a week, if not more often than that. I'm now going to switch back over to my schedule list where I can say, hey, I love this item. Okay, but I know that let's just say rack room shoes is going to limit me on how many I can order in a day. I'm going to add this my Monday, my Wednesday, my Friday, right? So that way my team has a plan for the future.
Cool.
So now inside the buy list here are all the items that I've added. You can see that I have all my buy lists selected. If I want to only review one, I can. You can see that right here are the 2 items that we just added in. Okay. And when I'm ready to place an order, what I'll do is I will select these items, whichever ones I want to add, and I'm going to hit create order. And when I do, it's going to open up a new tab called the buy cost calculator. And in here, I would normally just copy and paste my order confirmation. Okay. The part of the workflow that you're in right now is you either are ready to place the order or you have just placed the order from the supplier. So you're going to copy and paste over the order ID. We're going to select the prep center. Now we're going to save your last used inputs. So this makes for easy one-click additions for your destination, email, credit card used, right? And the amount that you would charge to that credit card. So for this example, I'm going to say that we charged, actually, let me take one small step back. Let me show you how this calculator works. Inside of this calculator, it's going to break everything down based off of the quantity and the cost per unit or the SKU total. So if I buy 4 of these instead of 5, it's going to make that adjustment as needed. Likewise, if I have a pre-tax discount, say I had a $20 off reward points, I can type in $20 here, and it will apply that $20 in savings into each individual buy cost alone. Post-tax discount is going to be work like gift cards savings. Walgreens does this where you will turn in your reward points for a gift card. So that discount that you're getting is actually coming off of the post-tax or the grand total. So same thing here. Say I have a $10 post-tax discount. I apply that and you're going to see those savings calculate in. Now say I'm paying shipping. None of us should be paying shipping, but let's say I'm paying $5 in shipping. That additional cost gets added into the calculated buy cost. And let's just say that I'm paying a crazy amount in sales tax of $30. You're going to see that calculated buy cost also updates. The idea here is this. You shouldn't have to pull out a calculator to figure out your buy cost, right? You or your VA should be able to look at an order confirmation, follow along and make sure that everything matches up or enter that information in and know for a fact that your calculated buy cost is correct. This just removes human error. It saves time. A lot of the time, because you're adding leads in that are live, it's going to pretty much match up almost perfectly unless you have something unique like a special discount code. Now, going down here, you're going to have your payment source. So you would just attach the credit card used. And for this example, let's say that I only charge $7 to my credit card for this order. And this will make sense here in a little bit. I'm then going to put my cash back. So I like to abbreviate my cash back. So we'll just say top cash back. And let's just say I got 10% back in cash back. Now this number is going to be based off of the subtotal minus any tax or shipping. It's going to be actually the dollar amount that you spent from the supplier. This savings doesn't apply to your calculated buy cost. It's only there for a positive feedback, right? And I can't tell you guys how much I love this now that I'm sourcing and seeing, hey, 10% cash back from Nike on this order, is $100. I'll never forget to buy my cash back from Nike ever again, right? Now down here below is going to be the gift card section. So if I do use a gift card, and for this example, I'm going to add a gift card. Now in the gift card slot, I would normally just copy and paste over my gift card number, how much I spent on it. So let's just say it cost me $60 to buy a $70 gift card, and I used all $70 of this. I would then save that as a record. As of right now, we are not applying that to the calculated buy cost. We will be adding that in shortly. We just kind of wanted to let the dust settle on the launch before we added more complexity to the calculator, because there's a lot going on the background here, guys. A lot more than you'd probably think. But if I wanted to, I could always add that savings into my post-tax discount, and it would apply to my my calculated buy cost. Any order notes that I want to place. So for me and my team, we have a good habit of always putting our initials of whoever placed the order. So we could add that in here. You can see that the order status is already changed to ordered, and the date order, all that lines up. But if I need to edit this, I could. Attachments is down below. So if I want, I can add an attachment at this stage of the game because I'm creating this order. But I'm not going to for this example. I'm just going to hit save and go to order. Now, when I do that, it's going to take me to an order details page, which just gives me a breakdown of the order itself. Normally, since you're in the process of just buying items, you're not actually receiving anything. You would just close this tab out and you go back to your buy list and start working on the next items in your list. Okay, so that wraps up the buying and sourcing portion of the workflow with Sourceflow. Now let's talk about checking those products in, receiving them, and getting them listed for Amazon. So before you start your shipping day, okay, so just imagine with me for a second that you're sitting there in your garage, you're surrounded by boxes, you're ready to crank out for the next 10 hours of receiving and checking in products. You're going to come in and start with creating your shipping batch. Now, I've already created my shipping batch here. You can see that it has today's date, my name on it. If I want to create one, I just hit the create shipping batch button. This is going to be the place where it receives all the products you're about to check in and prepares them for you to ship out. We're not actually creating your shipping labels or your product labels. What we're doing is we're doing all the legwork up front. Then you just take this and apply it to your favorite shipping software. So if you use Seller Central, Inventory Lab, Boxem, right, you can keep those tools because you already love those tools. You don't want to change it. Right? We're not trying to be a shipping software. We're just trying to kind of live in the gap between sourcing and actually handing those products over to Amazon. So I've created my shipping batch. I would then open up my orders. Now in my orders page here, you can see a couple examples of what the order statuses do to help keep you organized. You can see here I have some orders that are closed, some that need reconciling, some that are received in full, but maybe I haven't finalized the process yet. Partially received, things like that. So if I want to, I would say, hey, show me all of my orders that have ordered status with it. And then, imagine you're going to have a much longer list. You say, hey, I got my Walmart box. So we type in Walmart, hit search. That's going to identify the lead itself. Remember that we got a Miss Rachel doll. So if I type in Rachel, right, it's going to pull up that order itself because it knows. So you don't have to have an order confirmation number. Likewise, say the order number ends in 8181. I can come in here and just do 8181, and it's going to pull up that order itself. So you can narrow down your orders very easily here. The other view that we have orders view, and then we have items view. Inside of items view, you're going to have the same thing, except for it's going to break it down on an item level. It's going to show you all the items that you've ordered. So if you're like, hey, I got this Rachel doll, type in Rachel. Oh, okay, yes, I got the Rachel and the bear. You'd be able to then open up your order that way. So there's two different ways that you can view this data. Now, when you find the order that you're looking for, you would open up the order details page. Now, let's just say on the first item, everything came in correct. I am going to come down here to the items and I'm going to create an event. Now, when I create this event, by default, it's going to load up a listing event. And it's going to say, hey, what shipping batch are you going to attach this to? Well, I'm going to attach it to the only one I have open. I'm setting it to FBA. I'm sending all 4 units in. That's already auto-filled. This is an optional QC check, but this is great if you have somebody who's doing your own prep and pack. You can make sure they're always checking the UPC title match, right? If only one of these is selected, or all 3 except for one is selected, you'll have that data available to you to look at in the future. Check all if you want to check all. If there's an expiration date, you can add that. You can scan in the UPC code using your barcode scanner. If you want to create your MSKU at this point of the process, you can. Your list price, let's just say we're going to send this in $40 list price, and we'll keep my max between 25 and 40 bucks. I would then hit create. Now, when I hit create, there's going to be a refresh that happens, and you'll see here that now the list price, min and max, and the MSKU, which isn't showing, which I can always turn on by pulling up here, would then be updated. And now you can see here, I have a listing event for this item. This listing event will work on the order level. So if I look up here, I can see that I ordered 9 items with this order. I've received 4, I've listed out 4, and this is 44% complete on the order itself. Now come down here, and let's say the second item that we're receiving ends up being a mismatch, or it's damaged. Let's just say it's damaged. I'm going to create a return for refund event. Okay. I'm then going to say, how many items am I returning? I'm returning all 5. I expect to get $40 back in a refund because that's what the SKU total was. My actual refund, I'm going to leave this alone for now. This comes in the next step of the process. Walmart gave me a tracking number, so I'm going to copy and paste that tracking number in here so I have records of this in the future. I'm then going to go down to my supplier notes. I'm going to say, oh, is there any notes that I need to know that Walmart told me? Well, Walmart told me that there's a restock fee of $5, right? Issue notes would be damaged. So I'm keeping a record of what happened. What did Walmart tell me that I needed to know? Okay, because I might need that information in the future. It then creates an error event in the event log for this item. And you can see that the item level order leaf is been updated. So I ordered 5 of these, but 5 of them had errors. I would then normally change my order status to reconcile because there's something else with this order that needs to be adjusted. And then when I am ready to, fast forward a couple of weeks from now, when I'm reconciling my orders, I would say, show me every order that has a reconcile status. I would identify the Walmart one. I would open this up and I would say, hey, time to fix this error. So I'm going to come in here, click edit. What was my actual refund? Well, it was $35. Okay. It was refunded to me and I can see why, because there was a restock fee of $5. I click update, and what you're going to now see is you're going to see a little checkbox next to this error event where I can say mark it as fixed. Now order leaf updates. I ordered 9. I received and listed out 4. 5 of them had errors, and we fixed all 5 of those errors. I would then close out this order, save the changes. And if I come back and look at this order and I look at the closed orders first, I will then see this Walmart order has been closed, and I can get an overview of the order itself and what happened, right? Everything was fixed. This all is accounted for. Now, I would then just keep going to my next items, right? I kind of touched on like the reconciling side of things, which is extremely important, but say I would just keep checking in my orders. When I'm done for the day, I would go to my shipping batch. I'd view the items in my shipping batch, and I would export that information out and then take that over to Inventory Lab, Seller Central, whatever my favorite shipping software is, bulk upload it, and then finish up the process, label the products, put them in a box, ship them on out. And everything is checked in and recorded in Sourceflow in an easy to view way.
You just made a lot of people that are blue personalities, Taylor, that like to check boxes. You just made them very happy. I have a system, a way to check stuff. And I know what Taylor just went through may seem like a lot. You'll get used to it. It's like anything new. Clearly there's a learning curve. However, the benefit to onboarding your business and learning this is those profits won't slip through the cracks of your business anymore. And you can sleep good at night knowing that you're organized and you're on top of your game. So this is go ahead, Taylor.
I want to point this out though, Gabe. Like I did just go over a lot, and it is a lot to kind of take in a short period of time. And I like to talk fast. We have made this super easy for you guys to jump in and learn how to get past that learning curve with a breeze. So in the Help Center, there is video breakdowns of the whole process, reconciling all this in short, easy to view videos, anywhere from 3 to 10 minutes long, no more than 10 minutes long for our training videos. But more importantly, if you're like, I just need some one-on-one attention, you can schedule a call with me right from here. You click the schedule call button. That's going to open up my Calendly account, and you can book a call with me at any time. And we can spend some time going through this, walking through the process, answering questions. This is always available to you as a user. You just hop in, and I'll be more than happy to make sure that you're having success with Sourceflow. Because once you get it down, you're going to see so much time savings. You're going to see more accurate records. You're going to be able to keep on top of your dead pile. It just makes everything easy, right? So I just wanted to point that out. We're trying to make support is extremely important to us. There's also a little chat feature down in the bottom right hand corner. Like if you click on that, that goes directly to me. You can shoot me a chat at any time. I'm usually pretty quick with it. Ignore the fact that it's saying that I'll reply in 12 hours. I kept a couple of conversations open longer than I should have. It's on my phone. I'll respond. Don't be surprised I respond over the weekend, right? So cool. We're always there for you guys, no matter what.
Well, let's switch gears. Let's talk about. Thanks for the testimonial, Ed. We're going to share your testimony in a second. This was unsolicited, so Ed's been one of our early users. He says this is a game changer. Taylor, let's shift gears a little bit. Thank you guys for spending some time. The purpose of today, if you want to go back to the slides, I can present here. Cool. Purpose of today was not to was not to go through the whole platform. We just want to show you guys what it does, and we want to give you a chance to get a free account and also give you a chance to upgrade to what I believe is the best, most cost-effective package that we've ever built. So who's ready to hear about our packages? Drop a yes in chat if you guys are here. I'm going to do this in about 5 minutes or so and just share with you what we've got for you, show with you how it'll help you, and then how you can get a free account and then upgrade to one of our paid accounts if that's something that will work for you. So here's the deals. Okay, we've got a launch special. We built this platform with 3 packages in mind, and we built these packages specifically around the stages of selling that you're in. So if you're a solo seller just getting started, we've got a package for you. You can pay monthly or annual. If you are a teams builder, and this is going to be probably 80% of our audience, if you have 2 to 5 members on your team, if you're a husband and wife, or you got a business partner and you got 1 or 2 VAs, the teams package is for you. And the pro package is for large teams. Very simply, if you've got a team of 5 members up to 20 plus, we stack the pro account. You get tons of data. You get tons of orders. Like it'd be tough to outpace that business. You'd probably have to run a 9-figure store before you'd outpace the pro account. So what we've done, our evergreen typical offer, guys, is let's see if I've got slides here. We include our on a typical pro or annual, we give you 2 months free. Pro or teams, we give you 2 months free when you upgrade to annual. However, for a very special and for a limited time only, we're going to discount both the pro and the teams account even further. Really, our ethical bribe, our incentive is we want you guys using the platform. We want you committing to a year. And we're doing that because we want to invest in our development team. That's kind of like that's about as transparent as I can get here. Okay. So we've discounted pro. Instead of paying $150 a month, $149 a month is the retail pro. We're discounted it all the way past our typical annual, which is $1,490, all the way down to $990. And that would give you up to 20 users. It'd be hard to outgrow this account. Okay. Or for our launch special, we decided to offer up teams for the price of the solo seller account. So Ed Dassey, this was inspired by you and a lot of our other awesome members. If you've got a husband and wife, 1 or 2 partners, maybe 2 or 3 VAs, you're going to need a Teams account. And so we wanted to hook you up with that. Typically, Teams is $69 a month retail. Our normal annual is $690 per year, but we're dropping it even lower. It's my best Billy Mays impression. We want to make this a total no-brainer for you guys today, just to say yes and to partner with us and build your business on this platform for the next year. So we've dropped teams down to the price of solo, which is $490. That includes up to 5 users, up to 60,000 leads, gives you plenty of runway to grow. Okay. So just to clarify what's included with the pro account, and we want to help you decide between pro and teams. I'm going to do that in the next probably 3 minutes here. Our pro account is for, like I said, large teams. If you've got 6 to 20 members, if you've got multiple VAs working for you, if you've got a couple partners, depending on how your business is set up, you're going to want a pro account. Typically, like I talked about, it's $149 per month. So it's $1,788 for the year is our normal. This is what you can go to the website and see right now. Our typical annual, we drop that down for 2 months. You get 2 months free with annual, brings it down to $1,490. But we want to make it even easier for you guys today. So our launch special for today, when you sign up on the webinar, and if you're watching the recording, we drop it down to $990. I don't know what that is monthly, Taylor. Maybe you can do the math. Maybe you guys are typing in calculators. It's the cheapest deal we have. That's what the math is. Okay. The Teams account. This is our bread and butter. I would say over half of you that are watching live right now would probably qualify for this account. Typically, it's $69 a month. Our normal Teams is 2 months free. This is for couples and small teams. Like I said, the easiest way to determine if this is for you, if you've got anywhere from 2 to 5 team members, a couple VAs, and you want to scale. And you want to do it without getting messy and having all your teammates and VAs having access to your whole business. We built Sourceflow so you can have sub-accounts and you can determine what access those sub-accounts have access to. So if you want to have them access to your whole database, or if you just want to say, hey, this is my purchaser, I want them to have access to the bust only or whatnot. Okay. Normally it's $69 a year, $828 for the year if you were to pay monthly. or you could get 2 months free. You could buy our normal teams at a discount, which would be $690 for the year, which is still a screaming deal, in my humble opinion. But we wanted to give you a total no-brainer, irresistible offer today, so you can get teams for the price of a solo account, and you can get it for $490 for the year. So I can't see the comments. If you guys like this, I'll check in a second. Type yay, type thank you, type take my money, something like that in the chats if you guys are resonating with this. We know what it's like to be sellers, and we wanted to make this affordable so that not only is it affordable for your business, but it can make you an exponential amount of your time and money back on your investment with this platform. So very simple. Yeah.
Gabe, I did the math on it just so we understand what that monthly cost averages out to. If you're on the pro account and you take advantage of the launch day special, that's going to lock you in at $82.50 a month for pro. If you were to take action on the team's launch day special, that averages out to $40.83 a month if you lock in that, which if you guys who have been around us for a while, you know that CheddarSoft was priced at $49 a month. So we're offering an upgrade version that's going to have faster updates, way more features, and more features added on. And if you sign up today for a Teams, you're actually going to get it for less money than what you were paying for a CheddarSoft account. So this is a heck of a deal.
Man, we are really, that's really generous of us, Taylor. I didn't think about it that way. That's great. I mean, it's good if you're a CheddarSoft customer. It's good if you're an OA Cheddar subscriber, and it's great. It's just as good and great if you are subscribed to none of our lists and you have your own lead database that you want to put in, either one at a time or you can upload spreadsheets. So that's a good deal. I'm in, Taylor. I'm in. So Pro, very simple. What's the difference? It's for large teams. If you got 6 or more members, you're going to want Pro. We've already talked about the value, guys. You're getting this for $82 a month. That's a bargain, man. And you can grow into the account and scale. Teams, if you're a couple, 2 to 5 members, you're going to want a Teams account. Okay. So here's what to do now. If you guys are in and you want to be a part of the Sourceflow community and be a part of what I truly believe in my heart is the future of Amazon selling, there's an old way and it has expired, and those sellers are going to get eaten up by smart sellers like yourself who are using technology and tools to get ahead. So if you want to be a part of this revolution, just go to sourceflow.io right now. Grant, maybe if you could type that in chat and click on start free trial. This will give you a 14-day free trial, full access to the platform. Just try it out and use it. Okay. This is my pitch. I don't even want your money right now. I just want you to try the tool, use the tool, love the tool, and only when you love it, upgrade. However, if you're a fast mover, okay, and you want to upgrade and take advantage of our launch special, which is available for a limited time, we're going to run this for a short season, and then we're going to pull it down and let our retail pricing be the flagship pricing that you'll see for years moving forward. Taylor will walk you through how to do this in just a second, but you'll go inside your account, click Manage Subscription, and then inside your settings, you can upgrade your account to either the Pro or the annual account. You can click a button, put your credit card in there, and upgrade. So if you want a free account, take me up on that. If you want to upgrade and take advantage of our launch special, I encourage you to do that. It's the best deal we have ever offered, and we probably will ever offer. And when it expires, it will be gone. Okay, we'll move into our retail pricing. So I'm going to just share quickly while you guys are signing up. I want you to have total peace with this. You got a guarantee I'm going to talk about. I've already shared with you Ed and Carla. They've been around our community for years. Really appreciate these guys. Sourceflow has completely transformed our e-commerce operations. What used to be a chaotic system of endless spreadsheets is now a streamlined, organized workflow. From sourcing and purchasing to logging incoming inventory, it's helped us in shipping. It's helped us to scale efficiently while keeping all of our suppliers and leads in one secure, centralized platform. Sourceflow truly brought structure and growth to our business. So I wish Ed gave this to us. Thank you, Ed. I wish it's an incredible testimonial. I couldn't write one this good, I don't think, Ed. So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your feedback. We're glad we can be a blessing for y'all. We've had a bunch of these come in, guys, and hopefully your name's on this list soon. Marie said, my Amazon workday starts and ends with Sourceflow. I can't imagine working without it. Okay. And that warms our seller hearts to know that we made a tool that blesses you guys. And it's funny, it's It's the Henry Ford. People don't know they need what you have until they try it. People didn't know they needed the automobile. They thought they needed more horses to pull their cart, but you don't need more horses. You need a better platform. Okay. And that's what Sourceflow is. We're the automobile, okay, of a horse and buggy industry, if that makes sense. Shane says Sourceflow is by far the best way to track and manage the leads you've built up. It's everything I've been looking for. That sounds like a Match.com profile. That's awesome, Shane. This is everything we've been looking for too. I appreciate that. Giovanni says, if you're looking for a way to organize your leads, reconciled, received orders, and keep track of what items shipped in certain Amazon shipments, then this is the software for you. So appreciate that, Giovanni. And here's our 100% guarantee. Like, we believe in this so much, we're going to put our money where our mouth is. Okay. So we're going to give you guys a full 60 days. You can sign up today, pay for one of our launch specials, and you got 60 days to try the tool out. Just use thing. We know you're going to fall in love with it. And you can ask us for a refund at the end of that 60 days. We have one simple requirement that you've got to achieve, and we'll just send you your money back. Because if we can't earn your business after 60 days of using the tool, then frankly, we don't deserve your business. And we'll take that risk on for you guys. You don't have to take that risk. Here's the one caveat. What's the catch? Listen up. Here's the catch. Okay. Here's what you got to do. Sign into the account, upload a minimum of 500 leads. It can be one spreadsheet. You can do them one at a time with the Chrome extension, or you could just upload one spreadsheet, create 3 buy lists, do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday buy list, okay, and process 10 orders. Okay, just process 10 orders with the system. If you do this, and at the end of 60 days, you're like, you know what, that took way more time. It was way more complicated. I like my horse and buggy spreadsheets. I'm making a little bit of a joke here, but I'm also being serious. That's cool. Okay. We don't, this isn't going to be for everybody. Okay. This is a tool that we built for sellers that want to stay ahead of the curve. If you do all this and you say it's not for me, just send us an email, guys. And we'll send you your money back. Okay. That's our ridiculous guarantee. And my team is probably going to chew my head off for giving you guys 60 days, but that's how much I believe in this. And I want to take that risk on, and I want you guys to be happy. Okay. That's how we roll around here. So very quickly, I want to pull out a good friend and business partner of mine. I'm going to add you to the stage, Grant. Taylor, I'm going to pause for just a second. Grant's not only the co-founder of Sourceflow, he's also a user. Okay. He has completely migrated your team. And Grant, I just want to hear, I mean, we could talk, you and I obviously are biased. We built this tool, but I just want to talk quickly about the transition. And y'all have a small but mighty team. You've got, and you can correct me, you've got 3 to 5 VAs. You've got Taylor that works in the business, yourself. So about 7, is that correct, total on your team? Oh, we got to unmute you, Grant. I think you're muted.
Told myself to do that and forgot.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to say, Taylor, very well done on the demo. Like, you covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, very efficiently. There's so much more depth I know that you would love to dive into, but yeah, I loved it. And so you guys are doing a great job of just presenting the software. So yeah, I got a team of VAs. We have 3 full-time VAs and then 2 very part-time VAs. And then Taylor, I would say, is extremely part-time in regards to just essentially setting up the buy list. He kind of kills 2 birds with one stone by doing that. He reviews OH header leads that were delivered that day and builds a buy list for us to purchase from. And then, of course, the replens and stuff that the team is bringing in. So yeah, we got a small team. It's cool because some of our team members, and especially my number 1 gal, right? She's like my number 1 stunner. She manages the whole kind of operation in terms of the Filipino team. And she's worked for a few different Amazon sellers. And when she discovered CheddarSoft, the original version, her report was awesome. She was like super impressed with using CheddarSoft instead of spreadsheets. And then, of course, the first beta testers of Sourceflow was our team. So we figured if the team that we operate doing multiple 7 figures a year can jump into Sourceflow and love this tool, then we're ready to bring other users in our client base. And so the initial feedback was super positive. Like, they were really, really impressed. And so it's been really great just to hear the contrast, even from a virtual assistant's perspective of this. I've worked in other systems, like you said, horse and buggy. I thought that was a perfect analogy, spreadsheet horse and buggy system versus the Ferrari of CheddarSoft, and they're in love with it. And so am I. In fact, yesterday was the first day that I personally, so I've been very I mean, you guys have known, if you've been following, and doing hangouts with us, if you're a subscriber to OH Header and stuff like that, you've seen me really step back in terms of the operations of Amazon. Taylor's stepped way back, and we really have Filipinos essentially running the show. Thanks be to God. And yes, but every once in a while I got a load of stuff and something will happen. I won't go into the details, but I'll have a bunch of crap in this garage that I got to pump out of here. And so I've been watching this pile grow to where I'm like, okay, I've got to do something, or I'm just going to go crazy. So yesterday I happened to today's the day I jumped in and I just really pounded out, building out a shipment of removal orders, things from the prep center that for some reason, I have to list FBM or something just didn't quite turn out right, or inventory that we specifically sent to my house for me to ship out of here. And just the ease of use of, so I usually spend my time Sourceflow on the back end of the system. So I'm not really messing around with, except for during Q4, I'll spend time inside of Smart Data. But I've never really uploaded leads like that. Part of the system Taylor really runs. He works with the team on that level. And then I spend my time working with the team more on the reconciling level. And then I also personally operate inside of that side of the system, everything kind of behind the buy cost calculator. And I love it. The fact that the product images are huge. The item view is huge. These are major upgrades, in my opinion, that we did moving from Cheddarsoft to Sourceflow. And just how quickly, and like Taylor, I love that I can put in part of an order number or even part of a word. I can type 4 letters that I think are, like, I'm looking at some weird, let's say it's, I don't know, Phoenix and Ferb. Like I can write in half of the word Phoenix, right, from that show or whatever, and it's going to pull up anything related to that, probably, that has those 4 letters. So just the ability to pull orders up really quickly. I'm not scrolling through, a spreadsheet of thousands and thousands and thousands of lines of orders, because we are placing a lot of orders every day. If you guys are, scaled to doing, multiple 6 or even 7 figures, what that's like. And I cannot imagine going from where we were before we had Cheddarsoft and now Sourceflow, doing sub $1 million a year to doing 3 million last year. I think it was just shy of 3 million. I can't remember exactly the exact number. I can't imagine doing that on a freaking spreadsheet. Like, so I'm again, this is my testimony and kind of, wrapping it live here, but I love the tool. We created it for our business and for your business because we realized that, like, scaling, on a spreadsheet wasn't going to be fun to do. And it already wasn't fun to run a 7-figure store on a spreadsheet, or multiple spreadsheets for that matter, 100, dozens of them. So yeah, it's like, and you guys, if you really think about the intricacies of this software, and again, this is just kind of it's coming to me as I was watching Taylor, like, there are layers and layers and layers of what would be spreadsheets built into Sourceflow in a highly optimized, well curated, organized way. Like, if you were to try to do Sourceflow on spreadsheets, you're talking about dozens of spreadsheets, like maybe hundreds, like terrible. So anyway, I hope you guys jump in and take us up on this offer. It's a sweet deal. Everybody at the very least should be jumping on Teams for $490 for the year. Chris asked if we have any intent on raising the price, if it'll renew at the normal $690 for example, let's say Teams. We have no intent on making it cost more next year. So if you lock in $490, our intent at this time in history is it will renew. It's programmed to renew at that same price. So
yeah. Cool, man. Well, I appreciate that. Clearly, you guys can hear Grant's passion. I mainly just wanted to find out in like 20 seconds, Grant, what was the feedback when you turned over your lead VA from Cheddarsoft to Sourceflow? What was the specific feedback about that transition?
I wish I would have read it, but she was like, she spoke for all the girls, because my top 3 full-time are all women, and then 1 part-time woman, 1 male part-time. And she was like, we love it. She's like, she said, we're in Sourceflow. We love it. Jumped on a call and had all of them. Actually, I think there was 4 of them. So all 4 women were on that call with me, and they were grinning from ear to ear, just ecstatic, because they knew how hard we've been working on it. And I've been talking to them about it for, a year and a half as we've been rebuilding it. So they've been, anticipating this transition, and they love it. It's making them more efficient. It's once again, like Cheddarsoft already, the original version of this software already cut out so much time and increased our efficiency so much going from spreadsheets to Cheddarsoft. We did it again when we went from Cheddarsoft to Sourceflow. So they're ecstatic.
Cool, man. And Tyson says you're an FBM beast. So if you want to feel free to hang out here with me. I'm just going to go through this, guys. We're going to wrap up. Go ahead and sign up now, right now, while you're on this presentation. Go to sourceflow.io and you'll get a free 14-day free trial to see the whole platform. Go in, spend about a half hour with Taylor, digest the videos, import your leads, and start setting up a buy list. Okay. And then once you sign up, and Taylor, I'm going to have you do this right when we first start Q&A. I'll have you do this to kick off Q&A. You can just go inside your account, click upgrade to upgrade your account to an annual plan. And right inside the platform, you will see our launch special of $990 for the pro account or $490 for the teams. And there was a question that said, no deal for the solo folks. Well, your deal is you get a teams account for the price of solo. That's the deal, is that you're not going to have to upgrade in the future. We want to give you something you can grow into. Okay. It's like when you're a kid and you got to buy the shoes that are too big. I don't know if you guys have brothers or sisters, right? But you grow into them. Okay. And we know you're going to grow into it. Okay. So do that. I'll clarify one more time, guys, just to make this super simple for you. What's the difference between a pro and a teams account? These are the two bread and butter. Pro is if you've got a growing team, 6 to 20 members. With the pro account, I believe you get up to 150,000 leads, which if you had that many leads, you've been selling for like 5 or 7 years, and you probably are on like 4 to 10 different lead lists. So that should cover almost everybody. Teams, you can have up to 60,000, and you guys can go to, maybe you can grab Grant, you want to grab the link, sourceflow.io, the pricing link, and just drop that in chat. If you guys want to geek out on the different levels and see the value we put together, we'll drop that link in the chat. Pro, you get 1,000 orders. Teams, you get up to 500 orders a month. So again, just room to scale. And this is the main differentiator. Pro is for larger teams. Teams is if you've got a husband and wife, or 1 or 2 members, or you've got a couple VAs, up to 5 people. Okay, that's how we've built these to throttle the software. So that concludes our fancy presentation. Can you tell I kept my word? I said the slides would be not fancy and the software would be fancy and solve your problem. So did we keep our end of the bargain here, keeping this super simple for you guys? We want to say thank you sincerely for your time today, and we believe this is just the beginning of a prosperous relation together. We want Sourceflow to be a blessing in your business and to help save you guys time and make you money. So welcome to the community. Cool. I'll pull Taylor back up here. Taylor, let's do, I saw some great questions here. If you guys want to stick around for about 15 minutes, this concludes our formal presentation. So we'll go ahead and wrap up for the sake of recording, and then we'll hang out and answer y'all's questions. So thanks for watching.
Awesome. Well, so if you are, I just want to knock this out because we had a few questions in the chat. If you have already signed up, so if you were jumped on the beta of Sourceflow, you've been a member of it, and you signed up for an annual subscription, don't worry, we're going to hook you up with the same deal. So we'll upgrade your account. If you're on a solo plan, we'll upgrade you to teams. And then if you sign up for teams, we'll hook it up with a discount. We'll be sending you something in PayPal to make up for the difference there. Cool. If you are in your account and you want to sign up, so you're in your free trial. I don't have a free trial account open, but you'll see a banner up in the top that will let you know, hey, launch prices are still available. Upgrade your account here. The other way you can do this is you go down to your settings.
Walk me real slow here. So bottom left of the screen, settings button.
Yep. And when you go to your settings, you'll just go to manage subscription. And if you click on manage subscription, you'll be able to select, you'll see the current plan that you're on, and then you'll be able to switch over to the yearly. So there is a monthly and then a yearly, and you'll be able to see which ones. Just change the plan. If you already have a monthly subscription that's in the works now, you can upgrade. We will prorate you the remaining amount of your monthly subscription, and then you'll upgrade right then and there. So if you're on monthly, you want to switch to annual, you can do so at any time, and you're not going to get charged any extra. It'll be nice and fluid.
Cool. So one question, then we'll do it one more time. So this is already pre-baked into the back end. So the deal is here. There's no coupon. So one more time, Taylor, bottom left of your platform, click on settings.
Go to settings.
Number, click on that. And then the third under billing, click on manage subscription, hit that button. And then all you got to do is toggle over to yearly. So 3 simple clicks, toggle over to yearly, click change plan, select the plan you want. click that plan, put your credit card in, and you'll be locked in for that. And congratulations.
That's
and
it.
welcome to the Sourceflow community.
Absolutely. I also want to pull up our pricing page inside of Sourceflow. So if you want a breakdown of all the differences between the different tiers, you can as well. So if you want to go monthly, you can do that as well, or the yearly. It's all right there. But it's all going to start with the free trial. So you're going to get locked in with this free trial. No credit card needed, guys. So you can sign up now. It is easy to get in and get trying it out. And then if you ever have any questions, you just reach out to us and we're there for you.
Cool. So let's answer a couple of questions. Go ahead and if you've asked a question in the past that we have not answered, just retype it in the chat because that'll help me to see them. I can't catch them all during the live. I'll start with this question. And you can pull back up, Taylor, if you want to pull up, go ahead and pull the platform back up, leave it on the dashboard maybe as we talk through it. So he's asking about CheddarSoft. So some of you guys, Sourceflow, the little brother, the origin of Sourceflow is CheddarSoft. So the question is, will we continue to support CheddarSoft or in the future, or is this a replacement? So Sourceflow is built to be a replacement. We have CheddarSoft will continue to exist for the time being. We do not have a sunset date currently. We're most likely going to keep that platform live and tied to the OA Cheddar lead list business. At least that's our intention. However, we will not be adding any new features and upgrades to it. So we'll most likely, if something, we've had very little kind of maintenance with the platform. It's been running really smoothly for about the past 18 months. So I don't foresee there to be any, if something were to break or something, we would fix it. But we're not going to be adding any new features. All the new features we're pouring all of our development into the future. Sourceflow is the future. So what we want to do, and if you have a CheddarSoft account, we didn't address this question. If you have a CheddarSoft account, when you sign up for Sourceflow, just use the same email that you've used in the past, and Taylor can speak more to this. There's an easy way to migrate all of your data over from CheddarSoft into Sourceflow. And then once you're comfortable using it inside Sourceflow, you could eventually just cancel your CheddarSoft subscription. There really wouldn't be a need for both platforms. But we design the onboarding process so that you can have your cake and eat it too. You can keep the old data, add the new stuff, and after a couple days or a week when your team is comfortable, then you can decide, if you want to. If I was in your shoes, I'd probably run them in parallel for a month or two just to make sure everything's smooth. And then when you feel comfortable, you can unsubscribe from CheddarSoft. That's what I would recommend. So, Rhonda, I've been working on other projects, so I just answered this. Is CheddarSoft going away? Nope, it's not going away. We're going to keep it. If you got in on the original launch price of CheddarSoft, congratulations. We're kind of doing the same thing with Sourceflow. Like this pricing that we offer today is our launch special. In the future, people that sign up for this platform a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, it'll be a higher price. I can assure you that. So today is the best deal that you can get on it. And we want to put our best foot forward and just give you guys an incentive to take action. Again, the reason why, frankly, is running a software team. It costs money. This is the reason why. And we want to keep paying our team. And we have bootstrapped this thing with profits from OA Cheddar for a long time. And this thing is ready for you guys. And so we want you to invest with us in building this thing out to be awesome. And if you've been around the OA Cheddar Sourceflow community for any season of time, you guys know this about us. If there's one thing our team does well, it's we take consistent action every single day. So if you guys ask for a feature, if you ask us to fix something, like stuff gets fixed. And I notice this is different. We've become friends with a lot of other software founders in the space, and I can assure you there's a lot of projects out there that are chasing 20 different rabbits, and it's very difficult to catch those rabbits. We said we just want to build leads and order management, and this is the camp we want to stay in. We're not building a repricer. We're not trying to be the end all to be all. We want to slide right in next to your sourcing and inventory lab, okay, and be the communicator right in the middle. And there'll be some other integrations. I'll hint at this, integrations and things that are coming that's going to continue to make that smoother. So anyways, cool. Jana, so the yearly price is the same for solo or teams? Yes. So it would be a better deal to buy teams because you get more value for the same price, and then you don't have to upgrade in the future when your business scales. So correct.
I want to touch on this real quick for the ones who are asking about, is Cheddarsoft going away? Like Gabe said, we'll maintain it on a minimal level. We're not going to bring out any new features with it. I would be switching over to Sourceflow now today, right? We have a lot of stuff planned for Sourceflow. We have a lot of stuff that's already in the works, that some big milestones that I don't want to promise yet on this call yet, but in the near future, there's going to be some big, heavy updates coming to Sourceflow. This is just the ground level of what we're starting, right? When we built Cheddarsoft, it was on a framework that was great to get a proof of concept for a software. Best way I could describe it is this. Cheddarsoft was a building. Smart data in itself was one single building. Buy list was a building. Orders was a different building. Shipping was a different building. We had to build these bridges to connect for the data to flow through, which just took a lot of maintenance, took a lot of time to build. With Sourceflow, we have one big giant skyscraper, and we can add new floors in and data flow seamlessly up and down it without any problem. It allows us to build new updates very quickly, more powerful updates. And those who sign up today, in the next couple months, you're going to be blown away by some of the new features that we're going to be bringing out to this. That is going to go way more than just what we covered today. It's going to go in depth more into, the replenishment side of things, the sales side of things. There's just right now, I think our backlog has over 1,000 different features, 1,000 different little things that we want to add and little tweaks, big features. Our team is doing a great job knocking those out every single week. But there's a lot that we have planned. So getting in on the ground level now, you're going to be benefiting from it, because as we build out some of these big features and some of these add-ons, it's going to increase our price. It's going to increase the cost to maintain and run it. So getting in now is just the best thing you can do. And you sign up today, you're locking it in for less money than what you're paying for a Cheddarsoft account. So
Frankly,
it's a no-brainer there, right? We're not,
Thank you.
For sure. No brainer. Thank you, Gianna.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Hey, Taylor, can you, I'm going to answer a couple more questions. Can you go to sourceflow.io? This is the dashboard. Just go into the home tab there, click on home so they can see when they go to the website, they'll be in the right place. So this is where you start. This is sourceflow.io. Go ahead and click start free trial. When you're ready to set up your account, look at this, and then it'll take you to Taylor has already signed in. It'll take you to a prompt to put your name, first name, last name, email, no credit card in the beginning. So this is how you set up your account. If you are an OA Cheddar subscriber and or a Cheddarsoft subscriber, note here, please use the same email you use with our other lead list. Okay. It'll help the migration process to go smoother. And frankly, since we're not launching this out to 10,000 people, we're able to offer a lot more customized support. So in the beginning, if you guys need help with anything, if you're an OA Cheddar customer and you want help with migrating data, please just send us an email, team@OA Cheddar. That goes to all of us. And or you can go back, Taylor, if you go back one slide, go ahead and sign up for your free account. And then once you set up your free account, click that book a demo button right there underneath, start a free trial, Taylor, if you want to click on that. And that'll take us right to schedule a call with Taylor. We won't do this forever. Fair warning. This is like high level support we can offer you guys now. So you won't always get to talk to Taylor. So I would encourage you to take advantage of this. This can be an incredibly valuable session. I mean, Grant and Taylor sell 7 figures plus a year. So just being able to connect with him and see how he thinks would be worth it, but have him help you with the onboarding process for sure. So that's how you do that.
We also offer an office hours every Friday. So we'll have one here in about 40 minutes. So we do offer office hours. So you have group support as well. If you guys want to bring your questions, feedback, those types of things. We have a member of our development team that joins those calls on the regular. So, if there's something that's an issue, we can get on it right away.
Very cool. Well, appreciate you guys. Jana, Michael, Philip, Hester, all of you guys are on live. Vera, thank you guys. I hope you look back on this webinar and someday you can brag in the forums. I was on that first webinar when they first pitched Sourceflow. And do you remember what it was back then? I hope you guys are saying this. And again, we waited a long time, guys. This is the last little piece. We'll wrap up and let you guys get back to your Friday afternoon. we waited a long time to release this for you guys, and we could have released this, and you can ask Grant. I pushed personally to release this thing probably 2 years ago, and I got pushed back on, and they said it's not ready. We want to make this thing awesome. And the feedback from our developer is, it's like building a house. The foundation, we wanted the foundation to be rock solid, and that's what we built. Just like Taylor said, the platform is rock solid. It's fast. It's got product images now. You can easily import leads via the Chrome extension. You can easily upload leads on a spreadsheet and get your whole business onboarded. Yes, there's a learning curve, and once you get through it, your team will be singing your praises, just like Grant's team is singing his praises, saying this is the best thing since sliced bread. Thank you for getting us. Thank you, sir, for getting us off Google Spreadsheets. Okay, and that's what we want you guys to have, that same experience. So go to sourceflow.io, set up your account, take us up on the launch special, grab Pro for the ridiculous screaming price, less than $1,000 for the year. It's like $82 a month, screaming deal, or lock in a Teams account for $490 for Teams. That's $40 a month. A lot of you guys are paying more than that for one lead list. And rightfully you should, the data. But what if you had a dashboard where you could pull all the lead lists into one place? Everything your VAs are finding, everything you're finding, everything OA Cheddar delivers to you, which, by the way, would automatically be populated inside your Sourceflow account. Small little pitch for OA Cheddar. The good old boys at OA Cheddar, good guys over there at OA Cheddar. They do a good job. They run a quality lead list. If you guys are looking for a lead list, oacheddar.com has great leads.
Also, just a quick note, the leads that you get from OA Cheddar do not count towards your account limitations. So don't worry, no worries there. What we deliver to you guys doesn't count towards those numbers.
That's nice, dude. Dang, guys.
There's a bonus there. Yep.
So generous. We come up with these ideas, and then when I talk about them live, I'm like, dang, that's really generous. That's good of us to do that. Hey, awesome, Tyson. Awesome, guys. Thanks for the work. Appreciate you. Guys, lots of stuff to come down the pipe. We have lots of good stuff to come. Thank you for attending our webinar today. Thank you for signing up for Sourceflow and for trusting us with your business. And there was a question about a roadmap. We did not have a public roadmap. This will probably be built in the near future. We've kept a lot of things under wraps, but this will be one thing that we can say as an early adopter to the platform, you'll get the unique advantage to help us shape this. And that's the honest to God truth. When you talk to our team, our whole team sees it. When you guys make product recommendations, we don't have 20,000 users yet on the platform. So you're not like emailing into the dark void that happens with a lot of software. It's coming to real people. Okay. Yep. We're real people. We have families just like you. And that's what we built this thing for, was for you guys and for your families. Tim Fout, good to see your name. Great presentation. Thank you. Thank you for attending today. Hey, Grant, I'll do last thing. We'll wrap up. Closing thoughts, Grant?
I wish I would have been thinking about closing thought. I'm just excited, honestly, guys. Like, I'm really impressed with, just what we've built. It's taken, as I was sitting here thinking, it has been so painstakingly painful to like not bring out new updates over the last 18 months because we've been building this whole thing behind the scenes and not able to share or show anybody any of it. And like any good build, it's a slow burn, and then all of a sudden everything starts to kind of come together, right? All the chips kind of come in. And so I'm glad that we're finally here. This has been a long time coming, it feels like. And yeah, it's a robust system. So I'm excited to see how we can help everybody. We won't let you down. Let me put it that way. We got such a solid team. Like Taylor's passionate. He's in the trenches every day with this. Our developers are passionate about what this software does and how it helps sellers. And that's my guarantees. We're just not going to let you down, man. Get signed up. There's a feature. You guys didn't mention the feature request button, but if you guys do come in and you find something that's like, man, that's weird or odd, or that should be different, or this feature would be super slick if it was in here, let us know. Like Taylor said, we have a massive backlog of all of the amazing ideas that we've had funneled in from ourselves and, of course, early users. And so The roadmap, while it isn't public, there's some really amazing things that are in the pipeline that I can't wait what happens over the next few months. So join and help us fund it, though. That's really what we're asking. Like, we need you guys to come in, use a tool, see progress in your own business, increase your efficiencies, and in the same way, in return, we're going to invest that into building better shit. So
there you go. How's that? That's about as real as it gets in the garage. Thanks, Grant, for joining us in the garage today. Hey, Taylor, closing thoughts, man. We've again, this has been a long time coming. What would you leave somebody with who's watching today?
I just want to thank all the Cheddarsoft users. It started with you guys over the last few years, being members and just sticking with us as we built out this new platform. I'm super excited for what we have right now and then where we're going into the future. Like Grant said, we're here for you guys. We're not going to let you down. We want to serve you guys as much as we possibly can. Being Amazon sellers ourselves, we understand what we want, for ourselves selfishly, but also hearing what you guys are wanting and be able to bring that to you and offer up those solutions. It's what drives us. Is what drives not only us, but also our development team. They love to hear feedback. They live off of that stuff. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been supporting us back from Cheddarsoft, those who joined Sourceflow early on before we came out with this public launch. And, for all the future members that are going to be joining up, I'm sure I'm going to close off this webinar and go, oh, diddly, my calendar just got full for the next couple of weeks. Or at least I hope so.
Is that what you're going to say? Ho diddly.
Oh, diddly. I don't know.
It's a new one.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying.
I do. I'm going to give a shout out as we wrap up. Thank you, Taylor, man. I appreciate all the hard work. You guys have no idea what goes on behind the scenes to pull this off. Like no idea. And I'm not just saying that. It's a whole nother field. I want to say a quick welcome. I'm not going to say your last names. Mike, welcome. Patricia, Marie, Jose. Okay, you guys are our first action takers. So thank you. Welcome to the Sourceflow community. And Ed Dassey, you guys, we appreciate you and Carla too being a part of this thing from the beginning and helping. This would you get this all for you guys, man. You make me all give me all sentimental. So all right, webinar is over. You guys go back to work. It's Friday. Have an awesome day, an awesome weekend, and we hope you spend the weekend with Sourceflow. So set up your free account at sourceflow.io. Taylor, if you want to go back to the home sales page and set up your account, and the goal is get yourself upgraded and lock in this founder special, our launch special, and get the best deal we'll ever offer on this thing. And we appreciate you guys. Tyson, appreciate you. All right. What did you say, Taylor? Diddly do. I'll see you.
Nowadays, I mean that is
diddly, let's go. I'm gonna need to be on a t-shirt, Grant. We get a picture of Taylor's face on a t-shirt that says, I'm just having fun. Awesome. All right, appreciate you guys.
Bye everyone.
See ya.
Have a good day.
Ho diddly.
Ho diddly.